A quick look at what's been going on the Gainesville Coins website for physical silver for the 1 ounce rounds. Um, Not that I'm buying any, but looks like they're out of stock, and more out of stock than that happened the last time when there was a big price dip. But looking at these coins, um, there's either a 15-day business days that there's going to be delay for shipment, and that's even talking on these Buffalo rounds, which are usually very high supply, um, or they're totally out of stock. And I want to point out something else. Unless they have the colored coins, the collector coins, they seem to have plenty of those. They always had, but the regular bullion, they're out of stock, or they got a 15-day business day delay. There's another thing I want to point out because people, well, they're more expensive, platinum, but they're out of stock on platinum. Now, palladium, they used to offer a long time ago. Pretty recently, but a long time ago, they got it. They had it too when the price was down to like $200 an ounce spot price. But I used to have a difficult time getting it from them back then. So, I do have suspicions about some of this spot price. It really is seems to be out of whack of what investors are actually doing physically. And I can tell you, I read the same thing about oil. It kind of makes sense too. That I forgot who it was I read recently, but he says that the WTI price is probably quite a bit artificially lower than what it is actually being sold for. It's probably closer to the Brent. And one thing I can kind of pick up on is when some people say, the price of gas is, say oil is a little bit below 80 right now. Price of gas is a little bit below 350 a gallon. Yet it was 390 a gallon when it was 147 a barrel. So these spot prices are we used to call them BS, but I still play with them. I still play with these spot prices because that's what's really giving you your fiat dollars, and I always look for fiat dollars. But it looks like I don't think this silver downturn is going to last very long. Um, it's it's kind of funny when I'm looking at this thing here with the Gainesville coins because they're a big supplier. And for them to be out of stock this much and to have this many delays on all their coins, except for the ones that are investor coins that have a large premium, I doubt this price of silver is reflecting anything in reality. Um, but don't think that the spot price is going to totally separate from the physical price. It's gonna move up. It's gonna move up quite a bit. That's what I think. I think this is going to be like a short, fast dip. I don't think it's going to be months of recovery. I wouldn't be surprised if even this year you see silver or gold top make new records. And I think if you have the money for palladium, I would buy that. I think that's going to take another strong run up too. A lot of people are ignoring that metal. Don't really understand why that metal is down so much, palladium and platinum, because the demand globally seems to be there. But I could tell you one. I just want to repeat myself on what something that Mark Faber said about some of his Jewish friends. He says they're very heavily invested in the precious metals across the board. And they're talking about his friends are the most wealthy in the world. Okay, they're not. They're smart, shrewd people, and I would trust what the top Jews are doing more than anything. So I think it's that to me convinces me more than anything. Not stuff I hear from silver specialists or people selling silver or whatever like that. I think it's actually all the metals are going to go up a lot, and the resources, the agriculture, and the oil. But right now, the spot price sure doesn't seem to reflect reality because there seems to be a hell of a lot of buyers coming out and buying this stuff. And using common sense goes a long, long way. Despite what you hear about people, you see a lot of freaking individual buyers buying this stuff. That's telling you something. price is way too low. All right.